Are you sure you have an appointment?
I do. I called in a few minutes ago informing you I was running late.
Which attorney would you like to see today?
Barrister Marcus.
Oh, I remember. I apologize for the mix-up. Please, go in there and wait in the second office on the right. He will be with you shortly.
Thank you. Malik, how are you today? Actually, I was about leaving for the day. I'm okay. And I apologize for my lateness. I left my office a bit late. So, have you given what we discussed a few days ago a thorough consideration? Not quite. My mind is fully made up on the previous option. That's not exactly what I was expecting to hear from you today. You mind taking a walk with me for a minute? Why not? Malik, you are like a son to me, so, I want you to listen carefully. You see, my job would have been a lot easier if I wasn't your father's friend. However, I still have to exercise my duties as a divorce attorney. That's precisely why I'm here. I just want to be free again. You want freedom. She wants freedom. Both of you are asking for freedom after 2 children, huh? Tell me, Malik, what are you not enjoying in your marriage? Everything. But wait a minute, I thought your job was to do the needful. I mean, make us go our separate ways for good. But it seems to me you've become someone else. If you are not ready for this thing, let me go. There are thousands of divorce lawyers everywhere. Don't act like that. You have to understand that my job concerns family law issues, which encompasses conflict resolution as well. And like you rightly said, there are a lot of divorce lawyers out there, but how many of these lawyers are ready to talk you out of getting a divorce? You see what I mean? Maybe I'm a terrible husband and father after all. But I still cannot understand why she suddenly became cold after the birth of our second child. You know, at times, I get so scared to my bones to the point I avoid some of her food. But there's another strange thing about my wife, Barrister Marcus. How do you mean? She confides more in our family friends than me. Of course, that is natural. Especially since you guys are not in talking terms. No, this behavior started long before now. And this your family friend happens to be a woman? No. His name is Randy. I believe you've met him a couple of times. Oh, the guy with the chubby jaws. Isn't he the same guy that negotiated your marital partnership? That's correct. You see, I've been married for more than 30 years, and each time I see my wife, I just feel like marrying her again, and again. That is how true marriage, built on love, mutual trust, and understanding should feel. Sadly, these days, marriages are conceived out of sexual infatuation and convenience, but not the beauty of one's character. Anyways, here's the thing. I would like us to meet again on Friday at around 5 p.m. Does that work for you? I will check my calendar, and then give you a call afterward. Sounds good. Well, I don't need to take another walk today when I get home. We've done so well. Family lawyer my foot. Listen, I know a guy who could handle this divorce matter very quickly. He's a divorce lawyer, by the way. He's expensive, but again, you've got the money. Really? And you didn't tell me all this time? What kind of a friend are you? I was only waiting for the right time. That's good. So, is he the same attorney that helped you with your divorce case? No. My divorce was different. My wife simply parked her things and left. This is news to me. And she left her 13-year son with you? The child isn't hers. In fact, the boy was partly why she left. This is confusing. I don't think I know you anymore, Randy. What are you talking about? Isn't she his mother? Unfortunately, no. Look, I'm sorry you are knowing these things now. But remember you were away for a while studying abroad. A lot of things happened in your absence. But come on. Do you expect me to tell everyone my failures? But on a brighter note, she's gone, and here I am with you at this hour of the night. Would this have been possible if we were still married? That's the freedom I'm talking about. Randy, I remember you getting married. I also remember you calling to inform me about the birth of your son. This son. And lastly, I remember you telling me your wife could no longer conceive a child, due to some medical complications from her first delivery. So, if she is not the mother of your son, who? Maybe we should talk about this some other time.
I have a lot on my mind right now. That's fine with me. But where's the boy? He should be in high school, right? He's living with my parents. You are lucky your parents still live. If mine were here, I won't be dealing or stuck with that old guy in the name of family lawyer. But you can change all that. You are rich, young, and influential. Remember, this is the 21st century, and you need all the corresponding contemporaries to make life worth living. Just give me the go-ahead to have you meet Barrister Benzo. Is that his name? I'm sure there's no harm in meeting him. Your shop is quiet today. What's going on?
You know, tough economy. People are becoming more critical of their choices. But it's fine. We don't win all the time. So, how did it go with Malik?
I think there's a flicker of hope. But first, I need him to meet Benzo.
When is that happening?
Well, he's meeting with the family lawyer tomorrow. Once that is done, I will schedule him to meet Benzo. But before then, I would like you and Benzo to have a chat. You need to clarify certain things with him before the actual legal battle.
But that Marcus guy is a thorn on my flesh. I hate him.
Please don't give the old attorney the impression you loathe him this much. He is quite cunning. And you know, with his years of experience and connections, he can get magical. However, I'm pretty sure Benzo will do this thing quickly, and then you will be riding on the money train.
I can't wait for that to happen.
And I can't wait to arrange another wife for Malik.
Such a naive idiot. By the way, how's my boy doing?
He's doing good. However, Mom told me he had a fever recently. I'm sure he will be fine. You know, change of environment. Besides, he's been asking for his mom.
But I'm here. That's a joke before you start rolling your eyes. Silly me. I'm sure he will get to know me someday.
You say you don't want anything to drink?
No, I'm good.
By the way, you look good in your new hair. More responsible than the previous one.
Thank you. So, what is it that you want to say to me? And I hope I'm not paying for this session. Am I?
Don't worry your head about that. Well, I called you out here to touch base with your divorce issues and its implications. However, on my part, I'm going to do everything within my power to preserve your marriage. And I'm sure your parents would have done the same thing.
But they are no longer here. I'm only one person trying to make life more meaningful to me. Look, I don't think you understand. My wife and I don't love each other anymore. Is that not enough reason to get a divorce? Besides, we've been living our separate lives for almost 2 years.
So, you think you have a significant evidence to get a divorce? Unfortunately, I do not see anything except selfishness and a blatant resolve to not grow up. Or are you keeping anything from me?
Not really. Except the point where my wife and I cheated on each other.
I think I know about that story, and I remember seeing it resolved by your parents. Therefore, it shouldn't play a part in this marital tussle. So, I ask again, why do you need this divorce so badly? Are you seeing someone?
Partially.
What do you mean partially? I need to hear a yes or a no.
Yes.
Good. By the way, how are your children doing?
They are children, so they are fine.
You think so? Because, like I said earlier, you and your wife are purely selfish. Let's leave the legal practice aside for a moment. You see, Malik, to be frank with you, I do not condone divorce, especially when there are children caught up in the middle of this sad breakup. The issue with divorce remains the fact that it hardly asks about the feelings of these children who would be mentally, socially, and psychologically decapitated. Divorce mainly concerns itself with breaking up a husband and a wife for the most part, giving them a range of options on how to move on with their lives. But what happens to the children? Perhaps they would end up with either of their parents who would eventually remarry. Do you know how that feels for a child? I do not, and will not tolerate divorce except on certain difficult grounds. Are you abusive against your wife?
No.
Is she abusive against you?
No.
Do you both still cheat on each other?
I don't think so.
Fair enough. Lastly, this your so-called family friend, what was his name again?
Randy.
Could you arrange for us to meet? I need to have a few words with him.
That won't be a problem.
Good. That would be all, Malik. And by the way, I hear your sister, Emily is visiting home.
Yeah, by next month.
Valais?
That's in Switzerland.
It's a nice place to cool off with the kind of wealth that would come your way soon. So, are you prepared to fight for child custody?
I don't want my children for now. I'm hoping to enjoy myself to the fullest.
I hope you understand the implication of this resolve.
I do. In fact, I have initiated plans to work out an agreement with Malik. He loves the children so much, so there won't be any problem.
Good. Well, did Randy discuss my percentage with you?
He did.
And you are fine with it?
Sure.
In that case, I will officially place it in my folder. A copy of this briefing shall be sent to you for signature in a few days. Ensure to read it through before signing.
I knew Barrister Marcus was crafty, but I didn't think he would go this far. Can you imagine, apart from placing all Malik's inherited assets in his sister's name, he's requesting DNA tests for all Malik's children. Is this not a form of wickedness and witchcraft? No. It is in fact, the smartest thing I've ever come across. And even Malik didn't know about it before now? Wow. Also, if he's asking for such tests to be done, it means there's evident suspicion in the horizon. Your bubble is about to burst. And if it is proven that Jennifer had this child with you, I'm afraid you are in for a rough ride to hell. But we had this child before she got married to Malik. How is that a problem? It became a problem the moment Jennifer decided to hide this fact from Malik. Come on, guy, you arranged this marriage to start with, and you and I know it was a fraud. That is the business you do, isn't it? But I guess this is the end of the road for you. Jennifer is so pissed right now. How is she going to handle this? Or do you think she should work things out with Malik? What part of it's all over are you not getting? It's a lost adventure, period. And mind you, she still has to pay my percentage, and the legal fee. What? I mean, the legal fee is understandable, the percentage in this scenario is not happening. Are you crazy? I'm not. Did she not read through the entire legal documents before signing and sending them back to me? Well, that's her problem for now. Remember, interest will start accruing on both the legal fee and the percentage from the start of next month. I'm sorry,